Have you ever wondered why some people in their 70s still walk with energy, think clearly, and maintain strong relationships, while others struggle with fatigue, poor circulation, and declining confidence? What if I told you the answer may not begin in your muscles or even your age, but inside your arteries? Because here's the truth most people never hear. Poor blood flow does not just affect your heart. It affects your brain, your nervous system, your stamina, your libido, your memory, even your ability to heal and feel alive. And after age 65, this becomes one of the biggest hidden threats to your long-term wellness. Yet almost nobody talks about it openly. Why? Because circulation problems are often treated like a normal part of aging. But according to science-backed research, reduced circulation is not simply getting older. It is often a warning sign, a signal that your body is starving for oxygen and nutrients. And when arteries become stiff or clogged, every organ suffers, including the organs connected to intimacy and hormonal balance. Yes, we're talking about sexual wellness too, a taboo subject many seniors silently worry about. Did you know your heart health is directly linked to intimacy? It's true. Without healthy blood flow, the body cannot maintain proper sensitivity, arousal, energy, or physical connection. Men and women both experience this, but instead of talking about it, many people suffer quietly. They blame age, they blame stress, they blame themselves. Meanwhile, the real issue may be happening inside the blood vessels. And that is exactly why today's video is so important, because I'm going to show you 7 natural foods that may help support cleaner arteries, healthier circulation, better vitality, and stronger cardiovascular function after 65. These are not miracle cures, and they are not internet myths. These are foods supported by science and linked to better blood flow, reduced inflammation, and healthier vascular function. Simple foods, affordable foods, foods that may literally change how your body feels from head to toe. And make sure you stay until the end, because one particular food shocked researchers with its effect on circulation and arterial flexibility. Most people already have it in their kitchen, but they're using it the wrong way. A lot of people over 65 quietly start believing that their best years are behind them. They think the fatigue, the stiffness, the poor circulation, and the lack of energy are simply part of aging. But that belief can become dangerous because once a person accepts decline as normal, they stop fighting for their health. The truth is, the body still has an incredible ability to respond to positive changes, even later in life. Your blood vessels can function better, your circulation can improve, your stamina can increase. The human body is constantly adapting to the environment you give it. That means the food you eat, the quality of your sleep, your stress levels, and your daily movement all matter more than most people realize. Age influences the body, but daily habits shape how strongly that body continues to function over time. Many people are surprised to learn that circulation problems often develop slowly over years. It does not happen overnight. One day a person notices colder hands and feet. Then maybe they feel more tired walking upstairs. Their recovery becomes slower. Their focus is not as sharp. They may even notice changes in confidence or physical intimacy. But they rarely connect these issues to blood flow. The body depends on oxygen-rich blood reaching every tissue and organ. When circulation weakens, the entire system feels the effect. That is why improving vascular health can have such a powerful impact on overall wellness. Better circulation helps support the heart, the brain, the muscles, and the nervous system. People often think healing must involve something dramatic, but many times the body responds best to simple, consistent habits repeated every day. One of the biggest mistakes people make is waiting until they feel terrible before taking care of themselves. Prevention works quietly. It happens in the background. A healthier breakfast may not feel life-changing today, but over months and years, it can help reduce inflammation and support healthier arteries. A daily walk may seem small, but movement stimulates circulation and helps oxygen move more efficiently throughout the body. Drinking more water sounds basic, yet dehydration affects energy, blood pressure, focus, and even muscle function. These are not trendy health tricks. They are foundational habits supported by science and real physiology. The body wants balance. It wants movement, nourishment, rest, and recovery. When those things improve, many people begin noticing changes they thought were impossible after a certain age. There is also something important that rarely gets discussed openly. Many older adults feel embarrassed when their energy, stamina, or libido begins changing. They assume it is simply because they are getting older. But reduced circulation and declining vascular health often play a major role. Healthy blood flow is essential for sensitivity, hormonal communication, physical function, and overall vitality. This applies to both men and women. The body cannot perform well when tissues are not receiving proper oxygen and nutrients. That is why taking care of your heart and arteries affects far more than just cholesterol numbers on a medical chart. It affects confidence, independence, emotional health, and connection with others. People deserve to understand this without shame, because knowledge gives people the power to make meaningful changes before more serious problems develop. Most people think circulation is only about the heart, but healthy blood flow affects nearly every part of daily life. When blood moves efficiently through the body, oxygen and nutrients reach the tissues that need them most. That includes the brain, muscles, nerves, and even the smallest blood vessels in the body. This is why people with better circulation often describe feeling more energized, mentally clear, and physically capable. They recover faster from activity. They sleep better. They feel stronger during simple daily tasks. What surprises many people is how closely circulation is tied to confidence and emotional well-being. When the body feels weak or constantly fatigued, it affects motivation and mood. But when circulation improves, people often begin feeling more capable again. That sense of physical vitality can change how someone approaches life, relationships, and even their future. Poor circulation tends to build slowly over time, which is why many people miss the warning signs. Maybe your legs feel heady when you walk. Maybe your hands are always cold. Some people notice numbness, muscle cramps, or low stamina and assume it is just part of aging. Others begin struggling with focus or memory and never consider the role of oxygen and blood flow in brain function. The body depends on healthy circulation to keep every system working properly. Without enough oxygen reaching the tissues, the body starts compensating in unhealthy ways. Fatigue increases, recovery slows down, the nervous system becomes more stressed. Even hormones can become affected because the body is no longer operating efficiently. These changes are connected more than most people realize, which is why improving vascular health can have such a wide impact across the entire body. One area that many people avoid discussing openly is intimacy and physical connection. Yet circulation plays a major role here too. Healthy blood flow supports sensitivity, responsiveness, stamina, and overall physical function for both men and women. When circulation weakens, many people notice changes they find frustrating or even embarrassing. The problem is that society often treats these issues like personal failures instead of medical signals. In reality, poor vascular health may be contributing to the issue behind the scenes. This is why doctors increasingly recognize intimacy problems as possible warning signs connected to the heart and blood vessels. Better circulation does not just support physical performance. It can also restore confidence and emotional closeness between partners. Feeling healthy in your body changes how you carry yourself. It changes how you interact with others. It affects emotional wellness just as much as physical health. A lot of people wait for a major health scare before they finally decide to change their habits. They wait until the chest pain becomes serious, until the fatigue becomes overwhelming, or until their doctor gives them a frightening diagnosis. But the truth is, the body usually sends smaller warning signs long before a crisis happens. Low energy, poor sleep, brain fog, weak circulation, shortness of breath, and declining stamina are often early signals that something deeper is happening inside the body. The problem is that many people ignore these signs because they seem manageable at first. They push through the exhaustion and assume it is just stress or aging. But prevention is about paying attention before the damage becomes harder to reverse. It is about understanding that the body whispers before it screams, and those whispers matter more than most people realize. One of the most powerful things about prevention is that it gives people control back over their health. Fear makes people feel helpless. Prevention does the opposite. It reminds you that your daily choices actually influence your future. Every healthy meal supports your arteries. Every walk improves blood flow. Every night of quality sleep helps your heart and nervous system recover. These are not empty motivational phrases. They are real biological processes happening inside the body every single day. Healthy habits reduce inflammation, support oxygen delivery, and help maintain better circulation throughout the body. Over time, these small actions add up in powerful ways. People often underestimate how much the body responds to consistency. You do not need to become perfect overnight. You just need to keep moving in the right direction and give your body the support it has been missing. There is also an emotional side to prevention that people rarely talk about. When someone starts taking care of themselves, they begin feeling more hopeful. They start noticing small improvements that rebuild confidence. Maybe they wake up with more energy. Maybe they walk farther without getting tired. Maybe their thinking feels sharper or their mood becomes more stable. These changes create momentum because the person begins realizing their body is still capable of healing and adapting. That feeling can be life-changing, especially for older adults who have spent years believing decline was unavoidable. Prevention is not about chasing youth. It is about protecting quality of life. It is about preserving independence, mobility, confidence, and connection with the people who matter most. When health improves, people often become more active socially and emotionally because they no longer feel trapped by constant fatigue or discomfort. Another important truth is that prevention works best when it becomes part of daily living instead of something temporary. Many people approach health with an all or nothing mindset. They follow strict routines for a few weeks, become frustrated, and then give up completely. But the body responds better to steady habits that can actually be maintained long term. Drinking more water, reducing processed foods, improving sleep, walking regularly, and eating foods that support circulation may seem simple, but these habits directly affect hormones, blood flow, and overall wellness. The heart thrives on consistency. The arteries respond to movement and proper nutrition. The brain depends on oxygen and stable circulation to function clearly. Prevention is really about respecting how connected the human body truly is. Every healthy choice supports another system, and over time, those choices help build strength, resilience, vitality, and a healthier future.